Rarely ever see motorcycle games. The only I finished. It's Friday today, so it means it's going to be another flashback video. And today's is going to be on Road Rash. We're playing on Sega Genesis. You guys should probably remember this game, but since this is mostly a motorcycle channel, I figured I'd do one on this game. And what is going on here? Natasha says, some of these jerks would rather fight than race. Watch out for yourself. Well, whatever. This game, to me, as I was reintroduced, oh, rude boy. Why do I always remember that? Alright, so, this game is when I first started playing it. I don't think I actually personally owned a Genesis yet. I was living near a grocery store called Wegmans at the time when I was a kid. And they had a deal where you can actually rent game systems. And I think Blockbuster Video allows you to do that as well. But really, I didn't have one yet. I didn't have a Genesis yet, so it was really cool that you could actually rent game systems back then. This was at a freaking grocery store. And it was something like $10 or so to rent. God damn it. To rent a game system for like 3 days. And you could continue keeping it, of course, if you wanted to. I kept throwing money down there. And then they also had tons of games there to rent as well. So this was one of those first times, and I think I did this like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times before I actually talked my parents into getting me a Genesis. So this was one of those games that I started playing, and damn. Alright, if that really happened to me when I was actually riding a bike, that would be a very, very bad day. But anyways, Road Rash was probably the first motorcycle game that I played that I actually liked. Now, there were other ones that I've played before, but I never really got the handling or anything of them. Like, I was no good with them, I didn't understand them. But with this game, it was really cool. You raced really long tracks on public roads, like I'm doing right now. And jeez. Yeah, you crash a lot in this game, but you don't low side or high side like you do in other games. You run into cars and other people. The awesome part about this game is the actual fighting aspect of it, which I'll get here. I mean, you can play it clean. I've been playing it kind of clean because I've been trying to talk to you guys, but you can play it pretty dirty as well. It's like you can punch people just like that. They go flying off their bikes. You can get weapons from people. It displays the people's names. Now, all the characters right now look the same. I kind of remember them looking different, but really the other riders all look like the same sprites. They just have different names. But whatever. As you progress through the campaign, the same names appear over and over again. So you develop rivalries with people. You know how certain people are going to be hard. And that guy just tried to hit me with a bat. Did you see that? Dude totally tried to hit me with a bat. So that's completely what I'm talking about with this game, is that it's different than every other racing game at the time, especially for motorcycles, because motorcycle games are not, traditionally in video games, they're not portrayed very often. So it was pretty cool to see it portrayed early on in the Genesis days. And even now, like, you rarely ever see motorcycle games. The only I finished and then I T-boned that car. And I finished in the first. That's awesome. So you see these people's names and stuff, you'll eventually develop rivalries towards them. So let's go to the next level. Hit the coast. Yeah, sure. Let's race. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's police in this game too. I can only remember like one game right now that is specific to motorcycle racing, and it comes out every year, is MotoGP. And other than that, I don't remember anything. Like, there's nothing. There's very few motorcycle games out there. Road Rash was a standout. It was like excellent, right? And of course, there was like Hang On as well, and Full Throttle. Full Throttle was a pretty cool game. If anyone remembers that game, maybe I'll play it again. I don't know, someday. Hang On was more of like an arcade game. The coolest part about Hang On was that, oh snap, the coolest part about Hang On was that you could actually, in the arcade, there was actually a motorcycle, like little tiny bike that you actually sat on, and that's how you handled with it, which was really cool. But you don't see that very often, mostly only in racing games. You'll see a full setup with a steering wheel and seat and everything else like that. But yeah, man, this game is still pretty sick. Like, I'm playing it right now. I haven't played it in a long time, and I'm still having pretty fun, like, playing it. I think there were 4 installments of this game. I don't know, there may have been more. There was like Road Rash 1 through 3, which pretty much was in the 16-bit era, so it all like looked like this. And I think there were Genesis exclusives, if I can remember. The first series, anyways, were Genesis exclusive. Oh, here's a cop. I gotta mess with him. So this is oh snap! This is where it gets fun. I'm slowing down on purpose just to try to mess with this cop. Come on, O'Rourke. Let's go. I'm slowing down on purpose. I'm not even racing right now. That's what's the cool part about this game. Like, you could do all these things. Get out of my way. You can do all these things. Oh, jeez. You do. Come on. Let's see if I can knock him off. This is probably gonna turn out bad for me. Like, I'm gonna wreck and he's gonna bust me. Wait for Aurora to catch up. No, I want your bat. Give me your bat. So this is... Alright, I'm out of here. I am done with O'Rourke. I'm going to try to finish this race. But yeah, it wasn't until like the, I think the 32-bit games came out where Road Rash went to different systems. One of the things I was really envious of the 3DO was that they had Road Rash, and it was a really, really cool looking version of Road Rash. And I think maybe I've played that version one time. I wish I'd been able to spend more time with it. And again, like, this game is, like, it has tons of replayability. And you see the names right here again, like, you see these, like, it's like Viper, Shiva, and Natasha. I think they were the same names as before. So that's how you get your rivalries, and then you can buy different bikes and stuff as well. And the music was alright, but yeah, they say stuff to you, so it's like, eh, whatever. Some of them are cool, some of them are jerks. Real cool game though, man. I love this game. This game is completely awesome. And the graphics and scaling for a time were not bad. Like look at the road and how it tracks and everything. If you play some of the old racing games, like, the tracks look super like, I don't know, just placed together in like horizontal strips as they're going along. And you feel like you're just floating along as the game runs. But you kind of like look at the background and everything here, like nothing looks like it's broken up into strips. It actually feels like you're actually racing, like a modern racing game. That was a sweet jump. A modern racing game, which was really cool. And you can actually feel weight. Like, when I'm playing this game, you can feel the weight of the vehicle and everything. So there's some like very primitive physics in it. It's not just like turning and power sliding. So there is some physics in it that made this game just last and last and last. And then after this broadcast, because I'm gonna continue playing this game because it's just too much fun. I haven't played this game in like I don't know, maybe 5-6 years, 6 years or so. It's been quite a while. So I'm gonna continue playing this game. That's just how addictive it is. Like, in 2014, I've got an Xbox One and a PS4 sitting over there in the living room, and I'm playing this game and having a good time on it. So that was a pretty good game. Snap. Alright, I'll stop jibber jabbing for a little bit while I'm playing. But if you guys have played Road Rash before, definitely let me know like what you guys thought of it, what your memories are. I mean, this was seriously the first racing game that I liked. Like, really was. It really was the first racing game. Not car game, motorcycle game, doesn't matter. This was it, and this was where it was at. So, leave me any comments below, and then I'll check you guys later on the next stop of throwback. Blech. Get off of me, Jesus, Biff. I remember that name. There's certain names in this game, the characters that get burned into your memory, and I don't know why. Because everyone, again, looks exactly the same, but you recognize them from their names. I'm coming up on Shiva right now. I'm going freaking past her. Anyways, guys, I'm just gonna keep playing Flashback Fridays. If you guys enjoy the segments or whatever, just leave me any comments below. And that'll be it until next Friday. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.